Hey guys, this is Jack Later. Glad to have you back here again, and excited to cover a subject right now that has made quite a difference for me and a lot of other people, and that is vlogging. And just before we start, I just want to recap a vision that I have for my team. And my vision is this. My vision is to help 500 people earn $4,000 a month or more in our team. Now, why did I pick 4,000 a month when I actually made more than that? The reason why I'm picking 4,000 a month is because when I hit that income level myself, it made all of the difference in the world. And from there, it went to $4,000 and $5,000 consistently every month until I actually hit a high of about $11,000 in a single month. And I want to help my team hit at least 4,000 a month or more. And so, I really believe that it's an achievable goal of helping 500 people achieve, $4,000 a month or more. And you can do it. You absolutely can do it. Will it be easy? No, no significant goal is going to be easy, especially at the very beginning. There's going to be roadblocks along the way. That's just the way it is. But, as you get things going, as time progresses, as long as you're consistent, you can make money doing all kinds of different internet marketing. Now, today, my focus is going to be vlogging, or making money vlogging. Some of you have probably heard of that term before. It's just a contraction of terms, obviously, a contraction of terms between video marketing and blogging. Now, I also love doing video marketing. That's what I've done, quite a bit of. And what I do is that most of the videos that I create for marketing purposes, I also make a blog of. And I'm going to show you how to do that and how to market video blogs specifically. Okay. And just to give you an idea, one of the reasons why I do spend a lot of time blogging and video blogging is because of the results that I've seen, not only for myself, but for others. For example, when I started in this industry, a couple of years ago, I knew that people like, for example, David Wood with Empower Network was making hundreds of thousands of dollars. And I know that he's made millions of dollars primarily from blogging and video blogging, vlogging, that is. So I knew that people were making a ton of money. And, I wondered why. I learned later on it was because when you create a blog, and as you create blogs on a daily basis, those blogs become robots, okay? They become money-making robots. I think of it as like it's like a pipeline money. So the more and more blogs or videos or both that you create, long term, it ends up becoming a pipeline of money coming in. And it still does that for me. And so, think long term on this. You're not going to make money overnight from just blogging, okay? You might make a few $100s the first couple of months, or $1,000 or $2,000. There's no guarantee on how much money you're going to make the first 3 months. My third month doing videos and blogs, I believe I made about $4,300. So it was significant for me. It made a huge difference in my life. And so as I saw people like I said, David Wood and others making hundreds of thousands of dollars, and even millions of dollars blogging, I knew that there was something to that. Okay. Now the trick was that at first, when I first started blogging, I really didn't know what I was doing. And, nobody starting out in this business really knows what they're doing. But I took action on a daily basis. And as I learned and as I took action, I implemented new things that I learned. And so that's what I do now. I believe in the idea of investing, learning, and teaching. I invest in my education, my internet marketing education. And as I learn, I teach what I learn. So that's what I'm going to do today. Is I'm going to teach you some things that I've learned over the last, probably the last 2.5 years that's helped me to get, traffic with my blog. And so I'm going to show you how to do that right now. Now, a couple of things that I want to emphasize is this. Number one, it's really important. It's really helpful, in fact, if you blog about concepts that you're passionate about. If you're passionate about internet marketing, blog about that. I do that. If you're passionate about sports, you could do that. If you're passionate about cooking, you could do that. If you're passionate about Pilates, you could do that. The interesting and neat thing is that as you blog about your passion, whatever it is, you're going to start getting a following of people, and they'll start watching your blogs. A lot of people will search those blogs out, and as you create more and more content, those blogs will be considered authority blogs, and they'll start to rank higher and higher in the search engines, just because of the fact that you have more blogs and that you have more links coming to those blogs. And as more people are engaging in those blogs, they rank higher and higher. There's a lot of reasons for those blogs to show up in Google. So I'm going to go over some of those reasons today. I'm going to show you some things that you could do to rank your blog so that it'll rank in Google. Some things that you could do on page and off page so that those vlogs will produce money. Now think of it this way. Let's suppose that you're really into cooking, for example. You can blog about cooking on a daily basis, and think about it. Who doesn't want to earn an extra $2,000 or $3,000 a month, okay, or $4,000 or $5,000 a month? Just about anybody wants to earn a little bit of extra money. So what you could say is you could do a transition in your blog near the end of your blog, and you can say something like this. This doesn't have to be the exact words. Be yourself on this, but you can say something to the effect of, I enjoy making blogs about basketball, for example. If you want to learn how to make money blogging about stuff that you're passionate about, click here. Okay. Now, whether it's your own opportunity that you happen to be doing right now, some people who are on this webinar right now are in my, most of the people are probably on my team, but we've also welcomed, other people who are on my list to join me here. So some of you may be in another network marketing company. Maybe you're just trying to find other ways of making money online. So this information that I'm going to give you right now is going to help you, okay, in whatever business that you happen to be in, particularly if you're trying to focus on marketing on the internet, okay? So I hope this is valuable to you. Hope that it helps you out, because it's helped me out considerably. And I've seen other people who've even done much greater than I have, tens of thousands of dollars a month. Now, income disclaimer here, there's no promise that you're going to make anything. You might make, nothing, but hopefully this information is going to help you so that you can make the income that you deserve. Now, consistency is the key here. Again, consistent daily actions. Now, if you take a day off during the week, that's great. But the important thing is daily action, consistent daily stuff. Some of the people that I know of, I've mentioned Dave Wood, for example, a millionaire. The reason why he does so well blogging is because right from the beginning, he started blogging like crazy every day, not just once a day, but multiple times a day. Now, we recommend that you blog at least once a day, but if you really want to make a lot of money, you're going to want to blog multiple times a day. Once or twice or three times a day, maybe. Whatever you have time for, okay? Make time somehow. You find a way or make a way to do 1 or 2 or even 3 blogs a day if you can. I know Dave Wood tells stories about blogging all day long at the very beginning. It was a lot of work at the beginning. Nobody's going to lie to you here. It'll take quite a bit of work at the very beginning. But as you get the ball rolling, as you get more subscribers, things will start happening. And if you do things correctly, there's no reason why you can't succeed like I did and have. So what I'm going to do right now, I need to put my glasses on here so I can see what I'm doing. But I'm going to take you over my shoulders. I'm going to show you absolutely exactly what I do. What I'm going to recommend right now is that you take a notepad out, either on your computer or a paper, and get a pen out and take some notes as I go through this. It's going to help, okay? It's powerful stuff. I'm not going to, I don't teach anything that I don't do personally. Okay. It's a waste of time for me to do stuff that doesn't make money. I'm into doing income producing activities on a daily basis, and that's it. Okay. So hope this helps you. Stick with me right to the end, because some of the stuff that I'm going to show you right to the end is going to make all of the difference in the world in you being able to make money vlogging. Okay. So let me show you what I have right now, and I think it's going to be super helpful for you. Okay. Now I'm going to hit my screen share right now. And so bear with me for a minute. I'm going to go full screen here. Okay, hopefully you can see my screen. Give me a minute as I do this. Okay, now, there's several different ways that you can, several different kinds of blogs that you could utilize. I recommend some kind of a WordPress blog, because WordPress is very easy to use in a lot of ways. There's a lot of different things that you could do with WordPress. But I know that when I first started blogging, I really didn't know what I was doing. It was recommended to me to blog daily, but I didn't know all of the steps. I'm going to show you the steps, okay? But I do recommend some kind of a WordPress blog, whatever company you happen to be with, okay? Now, I have a couple of different WordPress blogs, but the WordPress blog that I enjoy using the most, absolutely the most, is called Kalatu, and it's spelled right here. Kalatu. Okay. Now, what's happened here in the last few months is Kalatu is brand new on the market, but it is based on WordPress, and it's designed specifically for internet marketing. Now, in the last month or so, they've gone through a beta testing. That's what this beta test group was about, and I was part of this beta test group. And it's done phenomenally well. So we're very happy with how, and I'm very pleased with how Kalatu has progressed since it started just a couple of months ago. So very happy with it. And it is based on the newest WordPress platform. There's nothing that you have to purchase in addition to the Kalatu. Kalatu costs $25 a month to utilize. And it also includes the hosting. So that's the awesome thing about it is that it includes the hosting as well as the use of the Kalatu. Now, I want to mention something about other blogging sites out there. There are free blogger sites out there that you could blog on, but the free ones you've got to be really careful about, because those organizations, those companies have complete control over those blogs. And they could shut you down at any time because it's free. There's no legal obligation for them to keep you. And so it's a real risky thing to get involved with the free blogs. You can use them for a while, and I think they're good for people that might be starting out, but you're going to take the risk of losing all of your stuff. So you need to have some kind of a permanent blog, and Kalatu is a perfect example of that. So anyway, it has all the bells and whistles that you need. And the awesome thing about Kalatu is that it makes it easy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you exactly how I make a vlog, a video blog. Now, right now, I want to show you something that is very, very awesome about Kalatu, and the reason why one of the reasons why I use Kalatu. When I started out using Kalatu, I wasn't sure exactly what to do, but what was recommended to me is to utilize this 21-day blogging challenge right here on the left. Now, there's a video that normally shows up right now. I think in the last couple of hours, we've had a plugin problem, I think, here, and so it hasn't been showing up. But if you click here where it says watch on Vimeo, you'll see some instructions. The instructions are very, very helpful. A guy by the name of Chris Record does the training on it. And what he recommends is that you utilize the 21-day blogging challenge. And the where it's really helpful is that when you start out as a brand new blogger, if you've never done any blogging at all, the cool thing about the 21-day blogging challenge is that they take you step by step, day by day, and basically show you what to blog about. It's that easy. Let me just show you as an example, and then I'm going to take you over my shoulders and I'm going to create a blog myself. Okay. So please pay very close attention because this is money-making stuff here. Okay. So what I did is when I started out utilizing the Kalatu, I clicked on the 21 days challenge right here. Okay. Now, depending on what day you happen to be on, you'll see, well, it's day 16. Okay. You could also click down here and click on one of these other numbers if you happen to miss a day or something. And let me just show you as an example. I wonder if I could go back to day one. No, I can't go back to day one, but anyway, probably because I did day one and I can't go back to it. But anyway, let's see what day 16 says. I'll just show you as an example. If you are a brand new blogger, this is how easy this kind of a blog is. Okay. You won't see this in any other WordPress formats, but we do have this 21-day format within the Kalatu. So what I do is I click on create new post. Watch this. Okay. And you can see there's a format there, but check this out for a second. This is a template, okay? And if you know nothing about blogging at all, this template will just take you through the process. So let me just show you just how easy it is to create a brand new blog as a brand new person with Kalatu, okay? This is called Hacks, okay? Let's just see what it says. Okay, this is the first time me reading this, but if I knew nothing about blogging, I could use this. With this template, you could share hacks or tips you've discovered that will help your reader achieve a specific goal or outcome. Check out sites like WikiHow, eHow, Lifehacker. You know, you could click on these and you could get some ideas. And then what you do is you pick out some kind of an idea. What are these hacks about? Well, here's some examples: food, parenting, dating, blogging, computer, etc., etc. Let's just say that you're going to do blogging. Okay, blogging. Okay. What is the outcome or results for your readers if they use these hacks? What are the outcomes? And they give you examples: cook like an award-winning chef. Raise crazy kids without going insane. Always get a girl. Okay, what can we write here? Okay, what about blogging? Let's just say this. Okay, make money blogging. Okay. That is just one idea. That's not going to be okay. The blog that I'm doing here in a minute is actually it's a lot different subject, but this is just an example of what you do. I'm doing this on the fly. Okay, guys. And then would you like to include an image? So you click here and you select an image. Now, I'm not going to go through the rest of this because I'm not using this particular idea of hacks. I've got my own I'm going to show you here, but it's as easy as this. You just fill in the spaces. You select an image, you click create post, okay? I think the image may be optional, but so let me go ahead and see if it is optional. Let's see what happens if I click create post. Skip image and continue. Oh, I see. Skip image and continue. So I'm doing this on the fly, guys. Why are you sharing these hacks today? What would you like to say to introduce this post? Maybe you can say, I'm just making this up. I've had a lot of fun blogging about stuff I love, but I've also been able to make great money with my blog. I'm just making this up here. What's the name of the first hack? I don't know. I'm just making this up here. How to make money blogging. Now, this might be a real general title, so this isn't going to be permanent. I'm just showing you this as an example to describe the hack. blogging is fun. Okay. You just select an image and then just keep on going. But anyway, you can select one or two hacks here, it looks like, if you want to. But I'm just going to click create post and see what happens. Let me see here. Oh, whoops. Skip image and continue. Just a second. Oh, guys, I just realized that I made a mistake here somewhere. Darn. Okay, somewhere I clicked the wrong thing there. What it normally does when you're done. Let's start this challenge here again. Sorry about that. I'm not sure exactly what I did, but anyway, let me click on here again. Sorry about that. You'll see that it shows up here. Now, what you do, the idea is this. Okay, I'm going to kind of skip ahead here because I want to get to my other blog that I'm going to create here. So basically the idea is this: you click on create my post here, and what happens is that as you fill in those templates, it fills in your blog right here. It does your blog for you. Okay. So I don't know what I probably hit an X button before I should have, and I probably would start over again. I just forgot. So anyway, forgive me for that little mess up there. But normally it would just populate all of this stuff after you fill in those that template. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to actually create a new post the normal way. Okay. Now the 21-day blogging challenge is great for people who are starting out, and you should do it. Okay. But I'm just going to create the blog the normal way. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and click on post down here on the left. Okay. And let me see. Looks like we click on add new. Okay. That's what I did here on the left. To create a new post, you're going to go over here on the left and click add new. Now, I'm going to minimize this just a little bit, because what I need to do here is I need to access a notepad here. And so what I did is I want to save time here. I don't have time to type in every single word. So I'm just going to show you what I do in each of the, with the title field here, etc. So what I want to do is I'm going to make a one blog here, a video blog, a vlog, and it's going to be on a subject that I'm passionate about. Okay. And years ago, when I was a young man in my teenage years, I was really into following Muhammad Ali and all of the great boxers. I was really into that. I love all kinds of sports, but boxing was really a big deal in the 70s when I grew up. And so I'm going to do a quick post about one of the fights that was extremely popular in the 70s, and that was the Rumble in the Jungle, the fight with Muhammad Ali and George Foreman. So I'm going to use this Word document here just so that I'm going to save time. I spent about 15 or 20 minutes or so just creating the words that I wanted to say, and I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do this post. So here's my title right here. Normally when I do a post, I'm not using Word. I'm just creating it, creating the document as the blog post as I go along here. So anyway, it's called, the title of my post is going to be Muhammad Ali, George Foreman fight in Zaire. That was Zaire, Africa. My memories of Rumble in the Jungle. Now, I purposely picked these words because a lot of people will search out the words Muhammad Ali, George Foreman fight on the internet, in Google. And so I want to make sure that I rank for these words, okay? And I'm purposely using that. A lot of people will also know about this fight by this phrase here, Rumble in the Jungle, okay? Now, again, I'm blogging about something I'm passionate about, but remember, there's a method to my madness. You don't always have to blog about, how to make money blogging or how to make money online. You can blog about your passion and get traffic to your site. You want to be authentic in your posts. That's very important. But I'm also going to do a call to action at the bottom to encourage people to think about blogging as a way of making money online. Okay. But the majority of this post is going to be this cool stuff about, Muhammad Ali and George Foreman and this fight in Zaire. Okay. Now, so what I'm going to do here right now is I'm going to include a photo at the very top here. So I'm going to do this right now. There's a kind of a neat photo, and I'm going to show you how to put a photo in your blog. Okay. So I'm going to go insert, and I'm going to go insert media, add media right here. Okay, so insert link. Let's see, where was that again? Insert at the top right here. I got my hand there. Go down to add media, and I'm going to go ahead and upload a file here. Select file. And let me see here. I need to go to desktop in my computer. It's called Ali Knocks Out Foreman. Check this out. So I'm going to click open. You're going to see the image right here. I want to put this image right on the top. I need to mention something, guys. The reason why I like to put an image here is because let me make this a little bit bigger. Is because one way to get your blog noticed is to submit your blog to social media like Google Plus. And when you submit your blog to Google Plus, I mean, all you have to do is click a button. But Google Plus gives you the option of selecting an image. Well, I want a real catchy image to get people's attention. So that's one reason why I use an image. I am going to show a video here. I'm going to post a video on this page here, but Google Plus and some of the other sites will normally select an image rather than a video at first. So that's why I like to use a picture in here. Now, I'm going to go back to my script here. Okay, and I need to copy and paste the rest of this stuff, so bear with me here. I want to have okay, so I've already pre-written this stuff out. Okay, so some of this stuff, I'm going to show you what to do with some of these words. Now, something that's very, very important, okay? I'm going to emphasize this right now, okay? Okay, this blog is going to be about this awesome fight, this very popular fight in Zaire, Africa. Those of you who are closer to my age probably remember all of the hype with this phenomenal athlete, both of them, Muhammad Ali and George Foreman. And it was just incredibly popular. And it's still popular today on YouTube. It's searched out all the time. And it's searched out all over Google too. Now, one thing I want to mention is you want to make sure that your blog gets noticed in a lot of different places, including Google, okay? So there's going to be some things that you need to do to your blog to get it noticed. And it's what I call on-page SEO, search engine optimization, and off-page SEO. What I'm going to show you right now, I'm mainly going to show you on-page SEO. I'm also going to talk about some off-page SEO. Okay. Now, so primarily, I'm going to show you some things right now you could do with on-page SEO. Okay. Two things I've already done that are going to help is, number one, to make sure that you are using your keywords in your title and also in the blog itself. Okay. Now, also, you want to make sure that your that the URL link has the keywords in it. In this case, my keyword is a long tail keyword called Muhammad Ali George Foreman fight. Okay, that is one keyword. Now I'm allowed to have a longer title here, so I could actually get away with two keywords here. The other keyword is Rumble in the Jungle. A lot of people know about this fight because it was popularly known as Rumble in the Jungle. So these are actually two keywords. Now, the other thing is that your file name needs to have your keywords in it also. Now, the awesome thing about Kalatu is that Kalatu automatically populates your keyword into your blog. So here's it populates your, I have to rephrase that. Sorry. It automatically populates your link for this blog in with the keyword. Okay. So here's my blog right here, building a brand online, Jack later. And then the rest of this is the keywords: Muhammad Ali, George Foreman fight in Zaire, memories of. In other words, it takes this entire title and puts it in the permalink here. You don't see it all, but it's all there. I realize it's a very, very long URL, a long web address, but believe it or not, Google ranks you partly because of this link here. Okay. So Kalatu automatically populates that. I don't have to do anything with it. If I want to, I could edit it, but I'm not going to. Okay, now, so the title's up here. Let's go into the body. Okay, now, think of different ways that you might be able to get people's attention, okay, to your blog. Obviously, pictures get people's attention, but videos will keep their attention. So here in a minute, I'm going to embed a video into this blog to maintain their attention and keep them coming back, actually. So let's just read through this here for a second. Where were you when Muhammad Ali fought George Foreman for the heavyweight championship? I might want to just put that as as kind of a heading here. I'm going to use an H2 heading here. I'm going to just go like this. Now, if you'll notice what I did there is to do the heading, I go up here. Initially, it said paragraph, this little part here, and there's a drop-down button, and I just click heading 2, okay? Okay, where were you when Muhammad Ali fought George Foreman for the heavyweight championship? I remember the Rumble in the Jungle. Now, what am I going to do with this? I want to mention something that one way to get ranked on page in Google is to emphasize the keywords. Okay, here's one keyword right here. I'm primarily focusing on two keywords. The one keyword is Muhammad Ali George Foreman fight, because he only fought him once, and then the other keyword is Rumble in the Jungle. So what I want to do is I want to either use boldface, italicize, or underline. So I'm going to go ahead and boldface this one, okay? Let's go ahead and read through the rest here. I was almost 16 years old, just 2 days before my birthday. My birthday is November 1st. Rumble in the Jungle is October 30th, 1974. Yeah, young guys, I know this dates me, but this is awesome stuff. I don't care how old you are. You can make money doing this. Just a few months earlier, Richard Nixon resigned the presidency following Watergate. The Rumble in the Jungle, here's another one that I could italicize or boldface or underline. That helps with SEO. The Rumble in the Jungle was probably the most publicized fight of the century. I remember it was publicized as one of the most exciting boxing matches of this century. People in Zaire knew of Ali. They looked at him as a hero. The fight was a trilogy of, I need to reword this. There was actually 4 fights. Let me reword this. Was among, because there's actually 4 that were really highly publicized. 4 fights that were highly publicized. 3 Joe Frazier fights, and of course the Rumble in the Jungle. Now, what am I going to do with Rumble in the Jungle? I'm going to go Rumble in the Jungle with George Foreman in Zaire, Africa. That is actually one long tail keyword, and it's almost identical to my title. So I'm going to go ahead and let's underline this one. Now, it doesn't matter whether you use boldface, italicize, or underline, but you should use one or the other, okay? I remember being super excited about all 4 fights, but the excitement soon deflated. After all this excitement, I mean, it was all over the news. It was in the nightly news and on the Today Show. It was all over the place. But the excitement soon deflated when I found out that the 3 fights would not be televised. Even the Joe Frazier fight in '71 was not televised. Well, how did I know so much about it? Well, it's because it was all over the news. These fights were not on network TV. Those of you who are a little bit older remember this. It was all on closed circuit TV. It sucked if you couldn't afford to go to those fights. And then, in those days, my parents didn't have that much money, and so we didn't go watch it. See, what you had to do is you had to actually go to someplace like a basketball arena or a big a movie theater, and you had to pay like $20 was the cheapest ones, all the way up to $100, $200, or whatever, just to watch it on a big screen. That was it. Okay, you couldn't watch it on TV. It was that popular. Okay, so anyway, what did this mean? If you wanted to watch these fights, you had to go to a basketball arena, like I just said. After the Frazier fight, I just had to accept the fact that I wasn't going to be able to watch the whole fight. Let me mention something right here where I'm using the word Frazier. Okay, here's another point. Okay, something else that is going to help you get ranked. Okay, and that is, it's important to link to sites that are outside of your blog. Now, I know that seems a little bit crazy because you think, okay, you might lose a little bit of traffic when somebody clicks on a different link. Okay, outside of your site. But Google feels that it's very important to look at sites that are actually linking somewhere else. It gives it more authority. So yeah, you might lose a few people here or there. You might lose a little bit of traffic when people click outside of your site. That's true, but it's not nearly as important as being able to rank high in Google and the other search engines. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and link this word Frazier. I might say Joe Frazier. He was Smoking Joe Frazier. Let's say just Smoking. That's who he was known as, Smoking Joe Frazier. Okay, and I'm going to hyperlink Smoking Joe Frazier to an outside website. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to link it to just any old website out there. I want to link it to a popular website. So heck, why not just link it to joefrazier.com? I know it exists. I'm going to go down here to the bottom. I have some notes here for me. So Joe Frazier, I'm going to copy and paste this. And, when I first saw this, I really hesitated doing this. And, it's really important when you're learning from other people that are really making a ton of money. You have to kind of put the blinders on and focus in on what they're saying. Okay. And at first I didn't want to have a link outside of my blog, but I kept hearing, rich people who knew how to blog do this. So believe me, it works. It's worth it. So here's Smoking Joe Frazier right here. Okay. Now, I'm going to link this word Smoking Joe Frazier, okay? And Google is going to see that. And I'm going to click this chain link right here, and I'm going to link it right here. Now so I'm going to go ahead and click add link. And there it is. So Google is going to appreciate that. Okay. I just had to accept the fact that I wasn't going to be able to watch the whole fight. Be that as it may, I follow the fights on the daily news after the fights. All of the major networks. Sometimes you want to break up your paragraphs a little bit. You want these paragraphs to be easy to read. That's one reason why I don't have long paragraphs. All of the major networks showed highlights of the fights. The highlights of the fights are absolutely exciting. In later years, the fights were available in their entirety. So on the day of the fight, George Foreman was the favorite. That was the popular favorite among all the so-called experts. The Ring magazine and some of the other magazines. Boy, they really favored George Foreman. Why is that? I might want to boldface this. The previous Muhammad Ali George Foreman fights go like this. Foreman beat Joe Frazier decisively with about 6 knockouts. Foreman also beat Ken Norton. These were big, heavy, they were world champions, okay, heavyweight boxing champions, and George Foreman beat both Frazier and Ken Norton. So Ali was basically the underdog, but Ali was also very, very popular. Now I want to hyperlink George Foreman here to his site. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I want to have 2 or 3 of these links normally. There's no magic number, by the way. I would say at least 1 or 2 links outside of your site. I'm actually probably going to have, I think, 3 here. So let's see. Where do I see George Foreman? Here we go. Here's George Foreman right here. I'm going to go ahead and hyperlink George Foreman, and I'm going to click in insert link here and go like that. Okay. Okay. Now I also want to also hyperlink Muhammad Ali. Can you imagine those are popular, as popular as George Foreman, Muhammad Ali, and Joe Frazier are. Don't you think that their websites are going to be popular? Absolutely. Especially Muhammad Ali. I mean, he was so popular back then, and he's still phenomenally popular, even though his health is very, very poor right now because of Parkinson's disease. He's world renowned as a person who made who made possible a lot of social change. Okay. Now we need a Muhammad Ali down here. Here we go. Muhammad Ali. Okay. Now go ahead and link it, copy and paste. And this, those of you who have done a lot of computer work before, you know that there's a quick way to do copy and paste. Just go Control and then V for paste. MuhammadAli.com. Okay. Now, do you think that MuhammadAli.com and GeorgeForeman.com and JoeFrazier.com is popular? Absolutely. Okay. And because those are popular websites, YouTube, not just YouTube, but Google ranks MuhammadAli.com, GeorgeForeman.com very high. Okay. So I want to be able to get that link juice going for me. Okay. Okay. So why was George Foreman a favorite? He had beat Ken Norton and Joe Frazier. In fact, he beat George Frazier with 6 knockouts in the same fight. Joe Frazier was also a heavier person. He was probably 40 pounds heavier than Ali. He was also known to deliver a deadly punch. You know what? I may want to just number these 3. Let's try this here. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Make it a little bit more readable. Okay, here we go. Here, bulleted list. Let's just let me see here. Oh, here's a numbered one. Sorry, bullets here. Let's do numbers over here on the right. Okay, we'll just do default. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and might want to boldface these. Let's try boldfacing them. You go Control B, or you can just click bold right here. Okay, the fight was about even for most of the fight. We're talking about the Zaire fight. Ali was slightly ahead near the end. He was. That's true. Barely, though. Barely. Now, it only went eight rounds. After the second round, Ali stayed on the ropes for most of the time. His tactic was to tire out George Foreman, because George Foreman was a lot bigger guy. He had a terrible punch, and he wanted to wear this guy down. Ali taunted Foreman during most of the fight. As George got tired, Ali said, "This is the wrong time to be tired." The rope-a-dope worked. Okay, I guess we need to put hyphens in there. Those of you who are English people, don't give me a hard time. I'm not an English person. I'm not a writer, okay? But I know how to blog, okay? And that's another point. You don't have to be perfect in your blogs. You do the best you can, but don't worry about perfection. I doubt if this one's going to be perfect. Now, then round 8 came. Let's kind of emphasize this one here. We'll go to paragraph, heading 2. Round 8 came. After playing rope-a-dope for most of the round, Ali and Foreman started to exchange blows. Okay, with the burst of... Now, remember, he was rope-a-doping most of the time. And a lot of people thought that Ali was in trouble. Well, that's not true. He wasn't in trouble. George Foreman was a heavy man, and that was his tactic in wearing a heavy man down, a big man down. So after, in the 8th round, with the burst of energy, Eli threw a right hand, which didn't land, followed by a left that landed, and then another right. The right hit Foreman square on the head. Foreman fell and turned 180 degrees. Look at this photo up here. It's kind of fun to look at. There he is here. Ali had punched him over in the corner on the right, and then Foreman was actually facing. Let me think about this for a second. Yeah, Foreman's back at this time was actually against the ropes, but they were punching each other. Well, in this exchange of blows, Ali swung a left, and then he swung a right, and then he swung a left, which connected, and then he hit a right, which connected big time and laid a Foreman on the ground, put him in a 180-degree turn as he was falling here. Foreman is so big. He's so awesome. I love George Foreman. He's an awesome guy. He really is. Anyway, great fight. Let me go down here. Let me see. Then came round 8. After playing rope-a-dope, Ali and Foreman started to exchange blows with a burst of energy. Okay. The right hit George Foreman square on the head. Foreman fell and turned 180 degrees. The referee counted to 10. Ali won by a knockout. Below is a video of the entire Muhammad Ali George Foreman fight in Zaire. Now, let me think about this for a second. This is already bold-faced. This here is, again, this is actually one long keyword. And if you remember, my title said Muhammad Ali George Foreman fight in Zaire. So one thing that you can do to help you rank is to rank your videos high in Google is whenever you have a key, well, not every time, but every now and then, if you want to have a new heading like this, the heading, it's helpful to have the heading to be one of these H1 tags here, like H1, H2, or H3. I'm just going to make this an H2 tag. Actually, let's make it H3. It's more readable, which is fine. Either way will help you get rankings. Now, below is the video of the entire Muhammad Ali George Foreman fight in Zaire, Africa. Now, right now, I want to embed this video. Okay, this is my vlog, my video blog. Okay, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. It's real easy. I'm just going to take this URL. I got this from YouTube. I just did a YouTube search, and I just searched out Muhammad Ali, George Foreman fight, and I picked a video that had a high viewership. Okay, because it's a popular video. So, and popular videos will help rank your blog. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to embed this video in the blog. It's very simple. Okay. Watch this. I'm going to go ahead and cut this out because I don't want that URL to show the web address for the blog. I'm sorry, web address for the video. I'm going to go ahead and click insert. Okay. And look right here where it says video. You see that? Insert video. So I'm going to click there, and I'm going to click on here, source, right here in this field, source. Okay. And I'm going to just click OK. Okay. And that'll do it. Now there was another choice up there for embed, but you don't necessarily have to use that. So again, let me go through the steps. You go, insert video, and then you just type in the source. If you click on embed, you could also use an embed code there, but you don't have to use that. You could just go directly. So I'm just going to cancel out of that. Now, if I want this video to be centered, okay, I'm going to take my cursor. Watch this. I'm going to take my cursor, click right here, and then I'm going to go up here where it says align, and I'm just going to click center. Okay. That'll do it. Now I want to, click one more time here to go to the next spot. Oh, here we are. Now, see what I've done here at the bottom. If you are a Muhammad Ali fan, let me see. This is where we're getting to some other important stuff. Let's go heading 4 on this. If you are a Muhammad Ali or Joe Frazier fan, you will probably find the following blogs exciting. Now, why did I bring up Joe Frazier? Well, I brought him up earlier once or twice. I could have had the word George Foreman here. I just happen to have a couple of other videos with Muhammad Ali in it, and those videos do talk about Joe Frazier and George Foreman. Let me just put George Foreman in here. Let me just go here, George Foreman. Okay. If you are a Muhammad Ali, George Foreman, or Joe Frazier fan, you probably will find the following blogs and videos exciting. And now, this is important, okay? Why am I doing this? Okay. Now, these, what I've done is I actually have 2 other blogs that I've created about Muhammad Ali. Okay. And those are my own blogs. So an additional way to get ranked in Google is this. You want to link to 1 or 2 of your own blogs. Okay. So again, you want to link to somebody else's blog, preferably a real popular blog, but you also want to link to another post in your own blog. Okay. And I want to make sure to use keywords here. So like Muhammad Ali here, I've got another keyword, Muhammad Ali. So, just see what I'm going to do here. I don't want this big, long, ugly URL to show here. So I'm just going to embed my keywords here, which are the titles of my other 2 blogs. So I'm going to cut here, and let's just go ahead and link this one here. Okay. Muhammad Ali's biggest blunder. He wasn't perfect. Everybody knows that. Okay. He's a wonderful individual, but boy, he had some blunders and he made some mistakes. And I think he matured quite a bit over the years, but he made some blunders, and I talk about those. I respect him in a lot of ways, but on the other hand, I wasn't too thrilled about how he treated Joe Frazier, to be truthful with you. That's my own opinion, but anyway, you could talk about your opinion in your blogs, and it'll get results. It'll get interaction. It'll get comments, which helps you rank, and so I want that. Okay, it's okay to be controversial from time to time. Here's another one, 2 Stunning Defense Moves of Muhammad Ali. That's another one of my blogs, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and go here and link it. Guys, I realize that we're getting close to an hour here. I'm going to try to keep this as short as possible, but I'm probably going to go several more minutes here. I'll try to keep it as short as I can, but there's some things I'm going to show you here in the end that are going to be very, very helpful. So please stick with me, okay? Very important. Now, I do have some interesting stuff here for people to see. Here's a right here. Which of the following Muhammad Ali fights do you remember? I'm just trying to keep their attention here for a minute. And those of you who are my age, you probably remember these. But, you know, even if you're in your 20s or 30s, you've probably you've probably heard all about it, okay? And, you know, these fights are available on YouTube, and they're real exciting. Which of the following Muhammad Ali fights do you remember? Okay, Sonny Liston was the big one right here. And that's how he first won his heavyweight title. Jerry Quarry, this is the one that he won right after the Supreme Court case. And then other very notable fights here. You know, if you wanted to, you could link 1 or 2 of these. I didn't link all of them because I don't want too many links going out. But I did want to have a couple of links going to significant websites like georgeforeman.com and muhammadali.com. And, you know, I could have easily, you know, linked all of these, but I didn't want to go overboard on it. No need to. Excuse me. Now, what else have I done here? Now, look at the bottom. This is really important. I hope you enjoyed this walk down memory lane to rumble in the jungle. There's another keyword, the rumble in the jungle. We're going to want to, you know, boldface or italicize or underline it. So I'm going to boldface it. Please share the love. Okay, this is a call to action. Always remember to do this. It's really important to have people commenting, liking, and sharing your videos and your blogs. Okay, either one. This is a video blog. I want people to share it and comment and like it. And when they look at my blog, there is a space below the real blog, the final blog, where they could comment, like, and share. Okay, now, so I'm going to invite them to do that so that I can get more traffic to my site. And here's another important thing. This phrase right here is very, very important. I'm doing a call to action to my opportunity, okay? And so it says right here, I make money creating blogs about stuff I am passionate about. If you would like to make money from home blogging about your passion, just click here. And then they could click this link here. But what I'm going to do is I don't want all these hyperlinks to show up. So I'm just going to go ahead and link this word, just click here, okay? So I'm going to go up to the hyperlink symbol, and I'm going to go there, okay? Now, other links, I'm not going to put these other links here, okay? So I'm going to click out of those. I've already used them once, so I'm just going to get rid of my notes. Okay. Now, one thing that I want to mention, I'm going to talk about a few other things here that's going to help you get ranked in Google. Okay. Very important stuff right now. Okay. Now, before I forget though, I just want to segue a little bit here. Those of you who are, I need to go back here a bit, actually. Well, just let me mention something. If you want to utilize the Kalatu blog, in a minute, I'm going to show a link here to Kalatu. It'll show up on the right-hand side. Also, if you're seeing this video, later on, a week from now, there's actually going to be a link below this video for you to click to access the Kalatu blog if you want to utilize Kalatu. It's, I've used a lot of different blogs in the past, a lot of them, and Kalatu has been the most significant, the most helpful blogging platform I have ever used. So I would highly encourage you to click the link at the right when you see it, or the link below for the Claw 2 blog. What you'll have access to is for just $7, you can access a trial of the Claw 2 for a certain number of days. I don't remember what it is. And if you decide to keep the Claw 2 blog, it's actually $25 a month. If you want to resell, if you want to have resale rights to the Claw 2 blog, then all you do is you pay an additional $19.95 a month for that. So $25 plus $19.95. So anyway, you'll see that link here in a minute. But let's get back to this blog here. I need to show you some very, very important stuff. Okay. Now, it's very important when you create a blog that you include keywords for the search engines to look for. Okay. So I'm going to show you how to do that right now. And in the Claw 2 blog and in other WordPress platforms, okay, you could put what's called tags or to your site. This allows the tags here allows Google to see you, to find you. So what I'm going to do is where it says tags, I'm going to click add, okay, and I'm going to put a tag in here, and there it is, Rumble in the Jungle, okay, and all I have to do if I want to use multiple tags is I use a comma and I'm going to separate those. Okay. Now what is another one? The other one is, let's see, Muhammad Ali, George Foreman fight in Zaire. There's another one. So I know it's a long one, but people will search that out. So we'll go here and George Foreman fight in Zaire. Or I could just type in Muhammad Ali, George Foreman, copy, make it a little bit shorter. You just have to think of all of the different ways, that people might be searching. Okay. Now, one important thing that you can do is, and I would recommend it, is if you want to know what people are searching, as far as George Foreman and Muhammad Ali fights are concerned, then you could go to Google and type in Google Keyword Planner. Okay, Google Keyword Planner, and it's a tool. Google Keyword Planner allows you to type in certain keywords, and it will give you ideas. So I could type in George Foreman, Muhammad Ali together, and it will give me other alternative words that people are actually searching. Okay, and what I do is I try to find search words that are searched anywhere from 500 a month to 2,000 a month. I don't like to go much more than 2,000 or 3,000 a month, because then there's too many people that are competing for those particular keywords. So just write that down on your notebook, Google Keyword Planner. Now let me see if I can find some other keywords in there. Let me see here. Rumble in the Jungle, Muhammad Ali, George Foreman fight. What if I just do Muhammad Ali versus George Foreman? Muhammad Ali versus George. I mean, I could type in Muhammad Ali or George Foreman, but those are really broad keywords, and I don't know if I'll rank for that. I guess it wouldn't hurt, but let's see if there's other keywords that I could use instead. How about Muhammad Ali Heavyweight Championship? That might help. Okay, Muhammad Ali Heavyweight Championship. Okay. Bear with me. Please be patient on this part. Okay, because it's very important. Muhammad Ali heavyweight fight. How about that? Okay. And I don't have time to do it right now, but if you were to go to Google Keyword Planner, you could type in more, and I'll probably do that here when I get off of the off of this webinar. So let me just kind of, for sake of brevity, I'll just put in how about just George Foreman fight. It might be a little bit general, but Okay, George Foreman Ali. George Foreman Ali fight. I could also just put in Ali Foreman. Okay. And when you go to Google Planner, Google Keyword Planner, you'll get an idea of what people are actually searching with. So now I'm going to go ahead and click add on all these. And you'll see that they're listed below here. Okay. Those are all my keywords, my tags. It's very important that you do this. Don't forget this step. Okay. You've got to include this step. Now we want to include this in a category. I have motivational blogs and motivating sports blogs. Okay, we'll call this motivating sports blogs. And so that's already clicked. And I'm going to call this a 21-day challenge because I personally have been doing the 21-day challenge, and this is a pretty new blog platform. I'm going to call this 21-day blogging challenge. I probably already have more than I need, but I guess it's not important to do that. We'll just do this. If you were starting out, you will want to click there for 21-day blogging challenge. If you're starting out with the Kalatu challenge, it's really up to you if you click on that or not. But anyway, let's just look at a couple of things here before I click publish on this. Let me see here. Okay, this link here, this image here, you could link that. Let me see what I could do about linking that. I'm going to link it to my own blog page. Okay. And that's okay. It helps you with the rankings. I wouldn't do it a lot, but maybe once. So I'm going to click on the image. I'm going to go like this and type in the URL of the page that's here. Okay. You see how I did that? I just went up to my title and highlighted this whole thing. This permalink is actually going to be the link for this blog. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you one more on-page thing that's going to be very helpful for you, okay? The name of the blog is Muhammad Ali George Foreman Fight in Zaire, okay, right? Now, if I want to help rank myself for that keyword, one little trick that you could do is you could use that keyword in your photos, okay? So I'm going to do that right now. And I'm going to link here, and where it says title, go ahead and put that in there because Google, I need to clarify something. Google does not like it if you use a keyword too many times, okay? But if you include it in with your link, then it ignores it, okay? Now that, that may change, 2 years from now, that rule may change, but I doubt it. It hasn't changed for years. So I wouldn't worry that much about it, but it will help you rank. Now, none of these techniques are by themselves is going to get you ranked high, but using many of them will help you get ranked high in Google. Okay. Now, are there any other links that I could put a title with? This one right here I could do. So I'm going to put a title there, and it's going to be my keyword. Again, just one other thing that will help you get ranked, okay? And you want Google to find you, so we want to do this. Okay, the title of my blog. I hope this information is going to be helpful for you. It's taken me years to learn a lot of this stuff, and I'm saving you a bunch of time. Okay. Ollie's biggest blunder. Sorry, Ollie, but he had a couple of blunders back then. 2 stunning defense moves of Muhammad Ali. This is a fairly positive blog here. And just click here. I guess we could even do that one. So if you'd like to make money from home blogging about your passion, just click here. Okay. Now, call to action. This is what's kind of cool. Let me show you this right here. You go to the bottom where it says call to action. You could actually put in a ready-made call to action here. I do have one here, right? Okay, which is good. But if you have a professional banner or something like that, you could put your own call to action here. Now, Kalatu has provided call to actions that you could utilize. Now, Kalatu is part of the Empower Network, and so this call to action is specific to Empower Network. So if you are in Empower Network, you can utilize this for your marketing efforts in Empower Network. So let me just see what I can come up with. I'm just going to go viral blogging system on this one. And that what that does is that it's a call to action for people to check out Kalatu, basically. Okay. Blog post excerpt shown on homepage and category page. I'm not going to do that one. Now look over here on the right where it says set featured image. I'm going to set that, and I'm going to set this one right here. Okay. Now, why am I doing that? The reason why is because when people search my my homepage, they'll actually see this image. Okay. What happens when I pin this? Oh, cool. I could pin this. I almost forgot about this. I could pin it or even post it on Facebook. Hey, it's pinned. It happened to pin on my wife's Pinterest, and a link will go to my blog. Okay, so I'll get a little bit of traction that way. So let's just see what this looks like right now. I may do some cleaning up of this later on. I'm not going to go through all the cleanup process right now, but all of the stuff that I've shown you is on-page SEO, stuff that will help you rank. So let me just kind of review again the final points of on-page optimization to help you get your blog optimized, okay? Make sure to use your keyword in your title and several times throughout the blog itself. Do not overuse your keywords. You don't want to stuff the keywords into your blog. Otherwise, Google's not going to like it and you're going to get penalized, okay? So I try not to use it too many times. We want to use it probably about 2% of the time, okay? When we get done, I'll probably double check my blogs and see if it's used too many times, but I think I'm going to be okay with the number of times that I've used the words, Muhammad Ali, George Foreman fight, okay? So again, we want to tag this image with our keyword. And also every time that I see a link, I want to tag it with my keyword. Okay. Every one of these links. Also remember your keywords need to be boldfaced, italicized, or underlined. And I did that there, Rumble in the Jungle. And anytime I use these keywords like Muhammad Ali, George Foreman, I either italicized it, boldfaced, or underlined it. Okay. Also remember to, you also want to remember to link to an outside source, an outside website that's very popular. Okay. And I've done that here. I've also linked to, my own blogs that are right here. That's going to help get you ranked. It's also going to put popularity to your other blogs. Okay. See something here for a second. You can put the URL. Okay. Let me back up here. This here is the video. Okay. And what you could do is you could put your title here again, and I forgot to do that. I wouldn't worry about putting a URL there, but I mean, it's an option. But let me go back up here again. Actually, let's use Rumble in the Jungle on this one, the Rumble in the Jungle, which is okay. Make sure that your keywords are related or very close to your target keywords. I wouldn't use unrelated keywords, and I wouldn't go crazy with different kinds of keywords. We want to use very similar keywords like Rumble in the Jungle or Muhammad Ali, George Foreman fight, and other variations. And incidentally, I don't use any more than about 10 keywords over here on the right, but all of these keywords are very, very similar, okay? And don't make the keywords too broad. I kind of did here with Ali Foreman, but just typing in Muhammad Ali alone is probably too bold, or George Foreman alone is probably too broad. That is not bold, but broad. So anyway, let's take a look and see what this looks like. Okay. I know it's 20 after. I'm going to try to end this at 30 minutes after. So let's just do publish on this. And I'm going to go ahead and publish to see what it looks like. Okay. Okay, so I hit publish. So that basically saves it in with our internet provider, which in this case is Empower Network, is where it gets saved at on their servers, and then you can click view post. So Empower Network is my host for my blogs. Now here's my blogs right here. Now if you notice right here, okay, here's my heading right here. I also do a lot of blog posts that teach people how to market online. And in fact, this particular webinar that you're watching right now, it will be on my blog here, so you might want to watch out for that. So anyway, Muhammad Ali, George Foreman fight in Zaire, and that's what it looks like, okay? And I just noticed a little mistake here. I got to get rid of this second one here. So, okay. So that's the purpose of doing this. Let me just get rid of this. When I went over here on the right, I set a featured image, and it actually showed up twice. So I don't need to do this second one here. Go back up to paragraph, a little bit of editing here. Sorry guys, I forgot about this. Okay, so I'm going to click update over here on the right, and then I can preview changes, or I could just view post. I'm going to click view post, see what it looks like. Okay, let's see what it looks like. So now we only have one picture showing. Okay, so just remember, if you set this as a featured image, it's probably going to show up twice if you copied and pasted. And that's what I did. I uploaded the picture as media, and then I clicked, I clicked that link over there on the right, and I created it twice. So it was the featured image, right? So when you click featured image, it allows you to set any picture you wanted. And let me show you what featured image does. Look over here on the right. It shows up right there, okay? And then people could pin it. If they like the photo, they can pin it, and it'll link to your blog, which is really cool, okay? So here are my recent posts here. I also did another Ali one here, okay, and some others. Most of my blogs are more about how to make money online, but some of them are sports-related blogs. But anyway, let me just show you how this looks like here. And, you could test out some of the links here. Let me just show you, for example, I won't go through all this, but look at Smoking Joe Frazier. I can click on that, and look what it does. It takes you right to Joe Frazier's site. Right, that? See that? George Foreman's is right here. Those of you who are really into the old-time boxing, everybody knows George Foreman. He does the George Foreman Grill. And this is obviously a very popular website. Muhammad Ali, probably just as popular right there. And so by doing that, remember, it adds authority to my site in Google's eyes, and it helps me rank. Yeah, I might lose a few people in the process, but it's nothing compared to being able to rank high and get a lot more traffic, okay? So we're all about getting numbers here, okay? Now let's see what it looks like near the end here. Here's the video. Here's our, again, this is a video blog, a vlog. Okay, my video here. And this is kind of cool because they could click on this and they could watch the entire fight. Okay, awesome. Okay, and some videos you're not allowed to do this with. And so when you go to YouTube, if you're not allowed to share it, it will just say, it'll just be private. Okay. And you won't be able to share it, but they do allow us to share this. So I've done it. And so that's the video. If you're a Muhammad Ali fan, check out the following blogs. And let me just click on one of these for a second. So this goes to my own blog. I'm going to click right here and it goes to my own blog. Okay. And so let's go back. So it goes to my own blogs. Which of these do you remember? And then look at my call to action. Remember, this is about not only about your passion, in my case, these old time fights, but also about making money online and joining my opportunity. So if you go down here, remember it says, I like making money. I make money creating blogs about stuff I'm passionate about. If you'd like to make money blogging about your passion, just click here. And all they have to do is click on this link and it'll take them to a presentation. You can do this with your own business, okay? It doesn't have to go to Empower Network, obviously. It could be your own opportunity. It could be Amway or whatever. I don't care. Your own opportunity. So I hope this information helps you. Now, remember, when we created the blog before, it allowed us to select a ready-made call to action, which this is right here. I just happened to choose this one here about how to make money blogging. Okay, it's congruent, and they could click on that. I also have a link here for people to get free lead generation source. I teach people how to get 30 to 50 leads online every day, and they can click on that. Okay, so there's also a call to action here where a person could join my opportunity. You could do the same on your blog, whether it's the Kalatu or any other blog, but I favor Kalatu. I've done a lot, and it's a moneymaker for me. So now let's go back here a little bit. I may do some editing of this. I may clean it up here, but this is basically the idea. Now, I've taken quite a lot of time here just doing this much. And so what I'd like to do is there are several things that you can do to get your blog to show up on Google and other places online. Let me just mention a few of those because I want to wrap this up. You can post this blog to Facebook and your social media, and you'll get more traffic that way. Those of you who already have a list that you're building online, a list of subscribers, you could send this to your list if it's congruent. Okay, if you're sending a list to information to people who are interested in boxing, then you could send them this blog. Okay, it should be congruent. You could also send this to your Google Plus. Let me just do that right now real quickly. Let me just show you how this works. It doesn't take very much time. I just click here on Google Plus and I share it. This happens to be my wife's Google. It just happens to be open to my wife's. I'll go in here later on and share it to my own Google Plus. But anyway, it's that easy. See how it shows the image here on the left that I selected, and I'm just going to share it right there. Okay, one other way to get it shared on all over the internet. You could also share it on Facebook and Pinterest and Twitter. And every time I make a blog, I click all of these. Okay. Now, there are other things that you could do in addition to clicking these. You could click them real quick. Doesn't take that long. But there are other things that you could do offline called offline SEO to get this blog all over the internet. It's one thing to just create a blog, but who's going to come to it? Okay, you got to share it to other places. Share it on your social media, and share it to your list if you have a list. You could share it to forum posts like Warrior Forum and other places like that. You can share it to SlideShare, but there's other things. But what I want to do is I want to save that. I want to save the off-page SEO stuff for another webinar. So guys, do me a favor, make sure that you watch your emails like a hawk, okay? And I'm gonna provide you with excuse me here. I'm going to provide you with some more value, okay? So watch your emails like a hawk, and I'll have another webinar about how to do off-page optimization. We're already at nearly an hour and a half right now. I don't want this to go any longer. So watch your emails, watch my blogs for announcements, and my next webinar is going to be within the next week or two. So watch watch it like a hawk. Now, also very, very important. You'll notice over here on the right, if you want to access a trial version of Claude 2, click this link over here on the right. Okay, do that right now. And if you click that on the right, you'll have a little bit of an introduction to what Claude 2 is. Very short introduction. I've already explained a lot of Claude 2 already, just in explaining how to do a vlog. But click on that right now. You'll have access to the blog, the Claude 2. And if you happen to be seeing this in YouTube, a week or two from now, just click the link below the video and get access to Claude 2. I've made tens of thousands of dollars with Empower Network. The Claude 2 is part of the Empower Network, and you're able to make money by reselling the Claude 2. It's very easy to do, very easy to sell that platform, and we teach you how to do it within the Empower Network. So click on the link below the video to the right or below and get access to Claude 2. And if you want to resell Claude 2, you can do that within the Empower Network. It's totally up to you, but I'd recommend just checking it out. It may be for you, it may not be for you, but I'll tell you, out of all of the blogs that I've used, I've never, ever seen anything that worked nearly as well as Claude 2. So go ahead and click the link, and hope that this was valuable to you. Hope that you'll utilize this more than anything else. I've shown you a lot of how-to stuff over the shoulder. Take action on it, okay? I want to see you making $4,000 and $5,000 a month. No guarantee there, but I did it within my first 3 months. Third month, I made about $4,300. I can't promise that you'll make that. My ninth month, I made about $11,100, I believe it was. You can do this, but you got to be consistent on a daily basis. Make it a great day, and make it fantastic, and take action. See you later. Bye.